What is up? Today is a fun day ahead. I have a few hours that I'm racing against the clock with until it starts raining to get my install done. But for today we're installing the OLMS209 Fender Flares. I picked these up from Subaru a couple of months ago. Been procrastinating putting them on, so I'm gonna finish up this install. Yesterday I started doing the passenger side, and today I'm gonna be doing the driver's side, and I'll do some time lapse and show you the stuff I did and what was helpful for me. If you're gonna be doing this install, definitely recommend picking up some extra 3M automotive tape. You're gonna need isopropyl alcohol, IPA, rubbing alcohol, whatever you want to call it, and definitely recommend washing and drying your vehicle prior to doing this install and then wiping it down with IPA. And the one other thing I wanted to note is these panels are not 100% perfect. You are buying a replica kit, so you get what you pay for. So if you are a person who has a white or World Rally Blue WRX, I would highly recommend coughing up the extra money and getting the S209 flares that you can get directly from Subaru. They also use bolts, it's not just 3M tape. But if you're like me and you have a vehicle that you don't want to spend the money to paint match their panels that are already expensive, this is a great budget option, and hopefully it works out well, and I'll show you guys how it looks as well as how the fitment is. These flares will run you about $1,000 paint matched. I think $500–600 if you do not get them paint matched. The paint match is probably a 7 out of 10. As far as up close, you can definitely notice that it's not a factory paint job, but the color itself matches well. The pearl looks great, and I think from a distance you would never even notice that it wasn't factory painted. So let's go ahead. I'll give you guys a quick overview of what I still have left in the boxes for what's left for the driver's side and what I'm doing to try and get this to work. Definitely would be helpful to always have an extra set of hands to align these panels, but if you don't, it's possible. I'll show you how to do it, but just be mindful it's going to take a while, and you have to be really patient when you're trying to put on this 3M tape, or else you're going to have a hell of a time getting it off. But I'm going to pull the car out and we'll get started. So I'm just going to be taking IPA and wiping the panel down. Just pour a gracious amount. Usually I put this in a spray bottle with water, but I don't feel like getting that set up right now, so this is what we're going with. So the way I'm doing this for pieces like this is where the emblem's going to go. Essentially, I'm putting my own thicker 3M tape on this portion, and then I'll use the smaller one they've provided here. The few people that I have seen put this kit online said there's a huge gap right in this section on the actual car where the emblem is now when they took the emblem off. So I'm going to give it a shot with putting this over top of the emblem, and if anything, it's only 3 pieces of 3M tape to heat up and pull off and replace if it doesn't work and doesn't stick properly. As far as for quality of these pieces, a lot worse than the actual body panel pieces. This piece actually came cracked. I have a hole in the corner here, but at this rate I don't really want to spend the time and energy to send this entire thing back to Subi Speed to get another piece. It's only the corner, and I'm going to see if I just heat it up a little bit if it'll close up that piece of plastic. But I'm going to go ahead and get some tape on here and start getting these on the car. So for this part, I had to double up the tape here because there's actually a gap on the top portion of it. So I'm hoping that putting double-sided sticky tape, 2 layers of it here, will help it adhere better. And I can show you on the other side I have a gap that I'm going to have to figure out how to remediate, but I'm hoping this is the solution. Looks like that's still not enough, so I'm going to need another piece. Not really happy with this fitment or how this turned out. Maybe you guys will. So if you look here, there is a massive gap, and even when I push it in, it just wasn't even getting close enough. So I put extra layers of the tape, but from this angle you can see the gap, and that's going to annoy me. But right now I don't really know a better solution. dying. It's like 89 degrees outside right now, but I just finished putting in the last parts on the Subaru. I'm pretty disappointed with the fitment on the front. I'll give you guys some extra clips. It just really doesn't sit flush enough against the body. I tried heating it up with the heat gun, giving it a little extra flex. I don't know, maybe if I had some sort of clamp that wouldn't destroy the paint, maybe that could hold it to the body panel a little bit better. But what I ended up doing on the driver's side is I put an extra layer or two of 3M tape just to fill the gap, just so there was something adhering to the top portion of it. I mean, you get what you pay for, but it is a shame that the best part of these is the canards, and that's the part that fits pretty terribly. As far as the back panels, zero effort to put them on. They all lined up perfectly. The door opens and closes great. I don't think I had any issues with that at all. But yeah, as far as for the front, it was a little bit difficult to get that on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quick give you another close-up so you know what I'm talking about. But that's about it for today. Maybe in the future I'll think about getting the vents in the back, but I don't have a Dremel or anything to cut it and to get those on there, so that would be something a little bit further out in the future. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I don't make content regularly, but when I do get money to get parts, I definitely get them in. And I always make a video whenever I'm putting something on my car. So if you have a WRX or are interested in WRX content, please feel free to hit the subscribe button and let me know what you guys think. Would you guys get these for your car? Would you go something a little bit more professional that you can actually bolt in? Let me know down below. Have a great day, guys.